Hey, Pastor Corey here. I want to invite you to a class that we're calling Foundations that I've created in concert with my great friend, Tim Gray. And so I'll let Tim introduce himself in a moment, but for now he has been a part of our story at Heights Community from the very beginning. He did my assessment as a church planter for me to be able to be a part of something called Acts 29. That's a church planting network that we're highly involved in. And so he's known me and my wife Andrea, as well as our church body, literally from the very beginning. And so he's got to watch us grow over the last 10 years, and he's been able to identify and to speak into areas of our church that are really healthy, as well as some areas that have not been very healthy. And so I've asked him personally to come and to just help us in this new season with this class that we're calling Foundations. And so if you don't mind, man, just give them a little bit of an update on what this class is going to entail, what it's going to look like for them.
Well, first of all, hello, and it's just an honor to be asked to do this, first of all, because it's been a real privilege to be around Heights. It's one of my favorite places to be here in this new fantastic building. But I think there's been a shift here, and for a long time, most of the people coming to Heights kind of came through missional community life, and so they understood the way that disciples were made here, the way the gospel would develop, their relationship with Jesus would develop. And there's been a little shift now to where there's a lot of folks showing up maybe from transfer growth, some other things. And so for the sake of stability, I think we need to make sure that those things that have made Heights what Heights is, something that God has obviously had his hand on, stay consistent and stable. And so I'm just excited about the opportunity to come in and talk about the greatness of Jesus, his effect on every aspect of our life, and then how disciples are made here in beautiful, loving missional community life away from this building, which has been such a blessing as well.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so there's really a few things that we talk about at Heights regularly, and often you'll hear it on a Sunday morning. We say we're about three things. We're about the gospel, we're about community, and we're about mission. And to be clear, we don't just say that as a way to kind of lay that out before you as an announcement. It's genuinely who we are. And so as we were just talking a moment ago, there's a few things about that you all find really interesting and really attractive about Heights Community. And that's our centrality as a gospel, that we love Jesus and everything focuses and points to him. The way by which we walk out community is real and it's authentic, it's attractive to you. And then our actual push to live on mission is something that we are aspiring to and moving people towards. And so as people come in now, those terms can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And so I want to ask you, Tim, what are some ways that you hope, not because this isn't just a class like we talked about, it is very much an experience we're taking people through. What are some ways you hope to kind of crystallize and finalize those terms of gospel and community and mission for those who will be attending?
Yeah, so I think there's a long-standing way of being around churches that appreciate Jesus, but I think it's another thing to practice on a daily basis with other people, actually submitting our lives, all of our lives, to his lordship, and that the gospel is not just good for our eternity, but good for our Monday, our Tuesday, our Wednesday. And so we're going to try to give some foundational ideas about what that looks like to make that submission and be excited about that the love of God comes and helps us love our families well, love our jobs well, love our kids well, love our people around us in our neighborhoods. But to find ways to make that happen that are done so well here at Heights. And so to make those connections about, yeah, I'm excited about that, and then the day-to-day, just honestly, difficulties of the world or the culture fighting us in that, overcoming that is what we're going to practice and train.
Yeah, so we want to give you this invite to a class, a foundational class on the fundamentals for what it means to be a part of Heights Community. The very things that you have found attractive, the things that have kept us healthy, we want to flush those out over 4 weeks. And so beginning February 27th, 6 o'clock p.m. till about 8:30-ish in the p.m. The ish is actually part of the programming we have for you. We want to invite you in to come to partake in this experience together with us. It's not going to be just a classroom setting. It's going to be something that's experiential, something that is going to call you to action both while you're here and while you're away for the week. And so beginning February 27th, for 4 weeks after that, we're going to meet at Heights Community Church Building, 6 p.m. to about 8:30-ish p.m. And so we'd love to have you. We've designed this for you, and we're eagerly anticipating your arrival. We love you, and God bless.